Hi there everybody, it's Dale Beaumont here from Business Blueprint and welcome to our latest Business Blueprint webinar. So our special guest presenter tonight, his name is Ed Chan. All right, Ed, over to you.
G'day Dale, g'day listeners, welcome. Tonight will be mainly for small businesses. Let's get on with it. This information I'm talking to you about is of a general nature. You need to get some personal advice to see whether it's applicable to you. The great thing about the company is that you can set up a self-managed super fund and you can put a contribution into a super contribution into that superannuation fund. It's tax deductible in the company at 27.5% tax, so you're saving tax at 27.5%. But when it goes into your self-managed super fund, it's only taxed at 15%. So you can see that there's a differential in savings. Once it gets into the super fund, you can then buy property with it. You can buy your own office or your own factory or your business premises through there. And there's a special way that you do it. And I don't have time tonight to explain all that, but I'm just talking about it from a very broad point of view. So the benefit is that you can then pay rent to the self-managed super fund for the use of the office, and actually the rent is tax deductible in the business at a rate of 27.5%. So you're saving tax at 27.5%, and when the rent goes into the super fund, it's then taxed at 15%. And of course, when you retire later on and you draw a pension out of your self-managed super fund, all that income in that super fund is all tax-free. There are subject to some conditions. You can't be more than $1.6 million per member, and there's a whole lot of these conditions, but I won't go into it. We don't have time tonight to cover that off. However, just from a very high level, the super fund is a very good way to minimise your tax and to be able to tax plan effectively around your businesses, and you can utilise your business premises where if you're renting it and you're throwing good money to a landlord, you can actually own it and make it very, very tax effective.
Okay, great. And the question that some people may be asking that haven't set it up, when's the right time? Should it be based on getting to a certain age, or having a certain amount of money, kind of like sitting in your company? I don't know, you probably may say, the sooner the better, but when is the right time to do it?
Two answers to that. To answer two ways. One is that if you were paying a lot of rent and you don't want to pay rent to someone, you want to own the premises, and you've got the ability to borrow the money because you've got to come up with a deposit. That's one time. And then the other time is that, if you, instead of sending your money out to a public fund, you can then set it up to your own self-managed fund. And generally, for the second point, if you have around 200,000 in there, would make it cost effective. Below that, it may not be as cost effective because there is a cost to running the self-managed super fund, and at that level, it'll make it cost effective. However, if it's because you want to own your own business premises, then you could do it sooner.